Hello, I'm Councillor Peter Schwer, Essex County Council's Climate Czar, Cabinet for Environment, Waste Reduction and Recycling. Essex Climate Action Plan actually grew out of a recommendation that came from our Essex Climate Commissioners. They made over 132 recommendations in June 21, which was unanimously passed by Cabinet in November of that year. And those recommendations we have adopted in full and are acting on those, and they effectively have become our climate action plan to help Essex become net zero. And the important point about that also is it's not just for Essex County Council, but for everybody in Essex or everyone's Essex, because it's also for all of our residents and all of our businesses as well, because we can't do this alone. Everyone has to be involved. It's been updated because it unbelievably, nearly 2 years has gone since we first started the Climate Action Plan. And of course, things have changed. So there's been an awful lot more of updates from the government. And there have been, of course, COVID, dramatic increase in energy costs of living crisis, where everybody is very aware of. So there's been an awful lot. So we are updating that. And importantly, we are not taking anything away from it, if anything, adding to it. But of course, we've also achieved something. So they are effectively going out of the plan because they've actually been delivered, hence the update. And it's constantly being updated too. The big thing is effectively, because of all what I just mentioned about all of the cost increases and everything else and inflation that we're all very much aware of, is our budget has gone from 200 million to 250 million. So a 25% increase. With those new commitments as well, it's going to help us to deliver more for the climate and the environment and our ambition to achieve net zero. The revised action plan is still building on what's left. So there's an awful lot still in there. And of course, this is a plan for the whole of Essex and everybody in it. So all of our residents and our businesses, as well as ourselves. And we're doing an awful lot. So let me give you a few examples. Our Essex Forest Initiative, where we planted over 240,000 trees already, but working with our Essex Forest Partnership going forward, we hope to plant over 1 million trees. We have had support from government grants, which is helping those that are in low or poor income families, help with retrofit and energy. We have also managed to achieve and invest £15 million in active travel across the whole of Essex as well. And we're also looking at the whole of our Essex County Council estate to reduce greenhouse emissions. And that is also being partly funded to the tune of 11 million by the government. So huge things going forward, and we're constantly delivering. And this is really important for everybody in Essex. I think everybody's aware now of the huge amount of scientific data, and obviously with the war in Ukraine and the pressure on energy sources and how we cope with that, but also the melting of the ice caps and the huge forest fires that we've got going around the globe, and the huge movements that we have in very dramatic weather that causes flooding or drought. I think my main message to everybody is you can make a difference, and it doesn't matter how small it is or how large it is, everything's going to help. It's going to help us now and in the future. And of course, we are talking about future generations and preserving this fantastic planet that we have and helping it. And some people may say, oh, well, it doesn't really matter compared to America, but it does, because this is everyone's Essex.